creation you cannot create concerning yourself and rise to the top where you belong. You are too handsome, you are too beautiful to remain below. You are created for the best of things. Don't accept something less than the best, because the best is only good enough for you. Rise up and become the best. And someone can easily say, but what can I do? Somebody can ask, what can I do to be a remarkably successful person? What can I do to have the money? Everybody in Nigeria is toiling. Everybody is working so hard to make the money. But I have to tell you something. You are going to make the money if you find out where you are called upon to make the money. You cannot make the money at every field. I will talk about that later. And somebody might say, I have made the money. I have good news for you. There is always a place called forward. That you have made the money on one thing does not make it impossible for you to make another money in other things. Because the world is waiting for you. You need to take care of your family. You need to take care of your neighborhood. You need to take care of countries and nations. And until you're able to do that, you've not gotten to the height where you ought to get, to. You need to work hard more, knowing that you can always improve on the successes you've made. You have the right to attain a greater success. Even if you've made it this year, you can go a better way next year. You can go a better way in a month's time. You can go a better way the next day. I will definitely itemize how you can become more successful, how you can become richer. It's not by power, it's not by might, but by adding value to people's lives, by bringing services people need. If you're able to do these things, certainly they are transforming you to a money bag. And that is what you will be soonest. That's my prayer for you. That's my prayer for you. And that's my best wishes for you. People are not making it to the highest level of life because they will always think they've made it to the highest. It's not true. A tree can only be measured when the tree is down. There's a woman I love so much. An old woman I love so much. The mother of Ora Roberts. Ora Roberts was a preacher that brought meaning, greater meaning, to preaching work around the world. The mother called him someday and said to him, my son Ora, if you want to grow bigger, always remain small in your eyes. I love that quotation by that great woman, the mother of Ora Roberts. My son, if you want to grow in life, always remain small in your eyes. People who think they've gotten to a height of comfort, people who think they've achieved so much, before they know what's happening, they will have no legacy. They will not have any successor that will attain or enter into the place they've achieved or they've made. The most important point I will share with you, because I believe you want to make money, and I believe you want to become a remarkably successful person. The very first point, the very first factor is purpose. Purpose. Anytime purpose is misfired, failure becomes inevitable. Failure becomes irrevocable. Failure becomes a possibility. If you want to be a man of wealth, if you want to be a lady of means, if you want to be a success story, if you want to be a champion, a winner, somebody victorious, certainly you must have purpose. By purpose, I mean you must rise up to understand the reason you were created. You were not created for the reason I was created. Your father was not created for the reason you were created. You were created to find your own feet. You were created, according to David, to till your own field. Some people are wasting time on earth. Some people are in somebody's field. Some people are living somebody's life. Some people are doing somebody's business. That is why they cannot rise to the top. I want to refer you to a place in the Bible that buttresses this, that tears it down in such a way it will enter your ears and your heart. As I'm reading, I want to believe you are seeing it right on screen. Proverbs 28, verse 19 only. He who tills his land will have plenty of bread. It's not tilling another person's land. You have to till your own land. And that means the land you will till is peculiar with the kind of person you are and the talent, the gift God created in you. And the place continues. But he who follows frivolity will have poverty enough. I'll take that again. It's a beautiful place. He who tills his land will have plenty of bread. Plenty of bread here talks about prosperity. Plenty of bread here talks about success. Plenty of bread here talks about influence. Plenty of bread here talks about the substance you carry. But if you leave your own field to begin to till somebody's field, it is very obvious, according to the Bible, that you will die in poverty. You have poverty enough. check it in your own Bible. I read King James Version. I'd like you to check it in your own Bible. And you find out that the Bible is consistently correct. And it's telling you, what are you doing with your talent? What are you doing with the creative force inside of you? What are you doing with the nature, with the destiny God kept out for you? That is your field. You have to locate it. I thank God we have a book we call Understanding Your Destiny. You can demand for this book if you're in Nigeria. My number is right on screen there. You can call me if you're in Nigeria. We can send it to you wherever you are. This book is so important. It has helped so many Nigerians. We've always brought it out in our seminars. We call it Discovering Your Destiny and Using Your Talents to Make Money. It's a powerful book that's changing life. It's going to change your life. My number is on screen. You can call me and pick the book later.